Hey, what's up everybody? This is DJ with Touchpix. Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the new designer in designing a custom overlay with your own custom picture placements. I'm opening up an old event. This is using the new designer, not the old legacy designer. So I'm opening up a new event and I'm just going to make it a photo booth experience. This is an event that I use for the Photo Booth Expo. I'm enabling the print button and setting a limit to how many pictures the guest can print out. Again, I'm only focused on the photo booth side of things. So I'm ensuring that the photo booth section is marked off. As I scroll all the way down to the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and check off the consent box and hit the submit button. It will now generate a QR code and it'll allow me to go into the regular designer. Again, this is not for the legacy. Top left hand side, you're going to want to select photo because we're doing a photo booth event, and you're going to want to select an event that you want to tie this overlay to. Once you've selected that, it's going to ask you which landscape or portrait mode you want to select. This is a custom template. So in my case, I'm using a landscape. I'm not using portrait. If I was using portrait, I will also select the top box where it says strip. 1844 and 1240 is the size of the template, so it's a blank canvas. You can use Canva, or in my case, I'm using Photopea. I'm using an old design that I used for a prior event. These are where my picture holders will be. Make sure that they're transparent. If they're not transparent, they're going to give you an issue when uploading into the Touchpix designer. You want these to have the checkerboard effect, right? The size is 1844 by 1240, so I know the canvas size is perfect. Again, please make sure that these placeholders are transparent, because if they're white like this, it's going to create some issues, which I will explain a little later. Once you have it to your desired template, you're going to want to save it and export it under a PNG file and save it onto your desktop, which I'm doing now. Once they're saved to your desktop, now I'm going to go back into the designer and select landscape mode. I'm going to use that template. And typically what I do is I eyeball the picture placements. And in my case, as you saw that design, everything's on the right hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and select the photo templates or placeholders. And some of them are vertical, some of them are landscape. In my case, mine are going to be landscape. So I'm focused on the landscape numbers. I'm going to go ahead and drag them over to the right hand side. As you can see, you can adjust them. You can eyeball this. This is all trial and error. You can go back and adjust willingly. Once you have it to your liking, what you're going to do now is you're going to import the overlay. You're going to go in manage overlays, right? Once you go into manage overlays, you're going to want to go ahead and upload the overlay from your computer. You're going to select this. Mine's on the desktop. I'm going to go ahead and select the PNG file I saved. It will now pop up on the lower left hand side of my screen, and I can select it. And once I select it, I can resize it, and look at what you see here. It's a perfect fit. Again, this is all trial and error. The thing that happens when you don't create transparent placeholders, this is what will happen. In my case, I'm going to use a file that I saved without the transparent placeholders, and it's going to be white. This is the white file. You don't want to do this because you're going to have a hard time aligning the placeholders in front of this design, because you will no longer be able to put it behind the design. So this will create issues. So please make sure that you design them PNG transparent picture placeholders. In this case, I'm reverting back to my original design. Once I have it set, I can save it to that event, which I'm doing now. Once I save it to the event, if I think that I'm going to be using a similar style template before, what I'm going to do is save it as a preset. This will save it as is with the placeholders, design, and everything. I'm going to name it Landscape 4x6. Hit save. What I'm going to do now is erase every single element. So you can see I'm going to pull it back up as a saved file. I'm going to go back up as load preset. There it is. It's the first one. Select it, and you can see it comes back to life. All the changes that I had originally made are there again. Redundancy, I'm just going to load it up to the event. If you want to see more examples of this, I just did a printpix printing tutorial, which you can see how it looks. This is a great way to use Touchpix. Go ahead and use it. Thank you.